Hi, my name's Steve. This is Austin, my business partner. And today we're going to look at what makes a website trustworthy. Sorry about that. I just clicked off the screen. And there's a variety of things you can do to make it trustworthy. But the most important thing to remember is that if you don't know the person ahead of time and you can't build their trust online, you're not going to get the business. So this is extremely important. Now, if you do know the person ahead of time, you likely can still build trust without having an excellent website. But if you don't, you need it. So what does that entail? First off, a nice clean design, and I'm going to see if I'll pick on any one of these. Let's see, let's try Black Advisors. See what we can get out of that.
That might possibly be H&R Block.
Oh yeah, that probably is H&R Black, so I don't want them. Let's look up Volpe. Let's see what Volpe has to say. Computer's moving pretty slow today. Okay, so what makes an untrustworthy design? What would make somebody not trust it? Well, if it's cluttered up too much. And when I say cluttered, to me this does build trust. When I would consider cluttered a bunch of moving parts on there, different things. Let's move down and see. Okay, yeah, this actually looks like a nice design. Very simple. It loads quick. If you have like mismatched fonts or colors, it just looks like maybe a kid did it. You don't want that. Stock photos, stay away from. That looks fake because they are fake. Tiny text that people can't read on mobile. And again, if you're got a lot of moving parts, usually your load time will be slow. So this one's just a nice little design, really simple, easy to understand. It's exactly what to look for. Just something that people can't get confused about. There's no things you can click on that'll take you somewhere else. Everywhere you look, it's just to get you to go to their business, which is perfect. Again, real photos of you, and I'm assuming this is their team. I don't know this place at all, but it certainly looks like it. And this is very helpful. You don't want to put a stock photo up there. And I actually like the fact too that I assume that this is probably the main person on it, and not 100% sure, but a lot of times you would like to have at least the main person handling things on there, or if you got a couple of them, very, very good. So let's look at another thing that's important. Let's go to the About page. And you want a clear About page, that um, tells about you while telling them what you can do for them. And I'm not going to read through this to find out if it does that, but it's a very, very good setup just in the fact that this is easy to read. Again, not very confusing. We don't, not sending people to other sites. This builds some credibility in there. They added in, some. I'm pretty sure if I clicked on these, we get certifications and those types of things, such as QuickBooks, Xero, all those, FreshBooks, whatever you've got. This is your time to just put those, at the bottom. Like I said, people aren't super interested in that, but when they click on your thing, that's kind of what they're looking for. If they've made it that far on your website, that's what they are looking for sure. And testimonials help on a website. I'm not a believer that they have to be on here, and I'm not even sure if, let's see, on that main page, they might have got them on that one. So I'm not going to look through the whole thing. They may not have put testimonies on here, and I actually think that that's fine. People have other places they can look for that. Google Business Profile, fine. But if you can get 3 good ones on there, that could be helpful. It could add to credibility. If you don't have that, especially if you're new, don't worry about it, because I don't even really feel like it helps a lot as much as building the trust. showing that you are who you say you are, making it simple, telling people exactly where to go, and that's pretty good. Now, just looking at this, like I was telling you guys before, and I want to just say it again. I love the fact that they got St. Louis in here, which is perfect. I also would like to see a call to action better than this one. I would like to see a call us click button right here. But if you go right to the pricing plan, I guess you can probably buy right off of there. So not bad. I'm gonna turn it over to Austin now.
So one thing you want for sure is services page that's specific and honest. We talked about. Let me make sure. We talked about where are they? How you want to make sure it matches the categories on Google Business Profile, which um it does not look like it does. So that's one thing you want to keep sure of. And on the service page, you want to make sure you get like on the page itself, you want to get like kind of specific what you do, what the process looks like, um, why you'd be a good fit for the customer, and why you're trustworthy and all that. Um, you kind of want transparent pricing, or at least like a range. Like this is pretty good. Um, it doesn't have to be super specific. You can say like packages starting at $297 a month, but you want to make sure that the customer is not blindsided with what they're paying. Like this is good because it just lays it all out there. No room for wiggle room. Um, just make sure your site's secure. It'll be HTTPS. You want to make sure that you have easy contract options, like or contact options, that are like just easy, low friction, simple. You have the email address, the phone number, usually a scheduler link. I don't know. Maybe if you click through it, you get it. And like usually a response time too, a clear response time, like uh, schedule a consultation today. That's really what you'd want to do is say when you would respond, but I guess this is close enough. And you want to make sure you have fresh content, like you're uploading it like regularly. It's probably in blog. Looks like they post every week, so that's pretty good. Just so Google knows like you're active and you're doing stuff, and it applies to the Google Business Profile too. Which I don't know why Maps is being slow. Okay. Well, just pretend I'm showing the Google Business Profile. Okay, here. See, they post every week, which is good, although you'd probably want to ideally post more. So it looks like it's every week. I'm assuming it's the same as your blog posts. Yeah, it looks like it. And then you also want a privacy policy and terms. So they have privacy policy. Yeah, that's good. It doesn't. You can just have like a privacy policy is kind of easy because you can just say like you can look it up and then just change it to your own site. Okay.
So I wanted to just expand one thing on what Austin said. So, and if you're using WordPress, you can get those free WordPress plugins that'll give you the privacy policy and the terms of service, which is nice. He brought up about how you want to have the HTTPS, which is exactly true. On the converse to that, if it says not secure, nobody's staying there. So they're going to leave your page. So you definitely have to make sure of that. And if you get good hosting, you should be fine with that. But you have to make sure of that every time. You should get a certificate on your website, and if you don't know what that means, you can even email me. And if you're not sure if you have a certificate on yours, I'll be able to tell you. Also, we kind of have our own trust audit checklist that we use ourselves. And if you would like to get a copy of that, let me know in the comment section that you'd be interested in our audit. What we do to check out trustworthy websites. pretty much the stuff we said, but we got it in a simple little form that we just kind of check off and let people know what's good and what's not good. So that's about all I got for today. I will see you tomorrow and look forward to seeing how your journey ends up.